Hello and welcome to The Next Page, the podcast of the United Nations Library, Geneva. This is episode 0, where we'd like to introduce you to The Next Page and share with you what we're here for and what you can learn by listening. My name is Natalie Alexander. I work here at the library and serve as chief editor and one of the hosts of the podcast. We're pretty excited to be launching this project in 2019. 100 years since our library was first created as part of the League of Nations. It's now, of course, the UN Library in Geneva, and I'm here with the director, Francesco Pisano. Hello, Francesco.
Hello.
So tell us more about the podcast and how it fits within the mission of our library.
Well, first of all, let me say a warm welcome to all our listeners. We hope you will enjoy the episode that we'll be posting here. The UN Library is a living, evolving house of knowledge, specializing in multilateralism, of course, and in the work of the United Nations. The aim of this podcast is to advance the conversation on multilateralism and to help listeners learn more about the UN and its work in the areas that we curate as a library: human rights, peace and development, international law and disarmament being the main ones, but the list is longer.
And there's a lot of knowledge here in Geneva in these areas that you mentioned. And you often say to us, Francesco, an entire ecosystem of organizations and expertise.
Absolutely. And the podcast is a way to share this knowledge with everyone out there, not in Geneva. We will be posting recordings of events taking place here in the library, but also conversations with top diplomats and experts in different subjects who come to our library or whom we meet elsewhere.
And this is also a special year for us because we celebrate 100 years of multilateralism in Geneva, from the creation of the League of Nations to its transition to the United Nations that we have today.
That's right. And together with partners, UN Geneva is leading the centenary of multilateralism. This is a series of events and initiatives from April 2019 until November 2020. And by keeping multilateralism in focus, we hope to contribute to a constructive conversation during this age of transition and change.
Great. And in this podcast, we'll share a lot about this centenary, but also a range of other issues that we're facing today in the multilateral arena, from innovation and technology to climate change and our environment, gender equality, leadership, and a lot more. We'll also look at some of the stories of the people and issues that have shaped our library, the League of Nations, and the UN through looking into our archives and our documents right here.
Sounds exciting. So we hope you will enjoy the podcast, and we hope to see you on the next page.